Namaste, Namah Te. I welcome you all to this meditation session on anger dissolution. I did not say removal of anger, I did not say management of anger. I said dissolution of anger. Anger cannot be removed because it is a very important tool with our life to preserve itself. In all life threatening situations, if we come out of those situations, it is primarily because of anger. So it cannot be removed. It is a hardwired thing in us for our life preservation in life threatening situations. The second is manage anger. I did not say manage anger because what is managed is a resource. Resource to give some kind of target oriented result. For a plan, there is an allocation of resource. Anger is no such resource. Anger clutched very hard and thrown at someone else with the primary aim of burning that person down. Nothing gets burnt except for this hand. Nothing gets burnt out. Only this hand gets burnt out. This incidentally is also the definition of anger given by Buddha, that it is a piece of charcoal kept in hand with the intention of throwing and burning someone else. So we are not managing the anger. We are dissolving the anger. And how do we dissolve that? Very simple. We will use two techniques. One is preventive maintenance and second is your emergency repairs. The way we manage a vehicle, we will use the same technique in meditation to do the to remove the anger, to dissolve the anger from our lives. Now, let imagine that we are walking on a street. These are those pre-COVID days, window shopping, and suddenly someone from behind shouts, "Hey idiot, where are you going? Abbe gadhe kahan ja raha hai?" You turn around. Me? You don't find any familiar face out there. And then you say, ask, me? Someone from the crowd raises his hand, yes, I am talking to you, you idiot. And you will observe anger rising in you, coming out of your ears like fire. Everything out here is burning. All faculties of the mind are primed to take an action against that person. We will not go beyond this because the things are very predictable. You will get into a verbal spat which will end up into fisticuff. People will jump in to remove both of you and then they will start fighting and it might get into a huge fight all across the world. It may blow up into a third world war also. We are not going into that part. We are just trying to understand the mechanics from the moment that guy said idiot and the moment you observed flames coming out of your ears. These are the 2 points. We call this as A point, which is the trigger, and the C point, which is your behavior. So these are the two things. Is your behavior because of this trigger? This we need to sit down and understand. The moment this person said idiot, something in you told you, boss, you are not idiot, you are an intelligent person. And this is your belief that you are an intelligent person. So intelligence, so there are and this belief caused the anger. It is A to B, B to C. Trigger to belief, and belief to your behavior. A, B, C. It is not A to C. When he said, "Hey idiot," and you were looking around who said that, there was no anger. It is only when he said, "Yes, I am talking to you," the word "you" hit the belief. I am intelligent. This is what, if we have understood this particular behavior from trigger to behavior with a belief in between, we have understood the entire mechanism of your anger. So what are these beliefs? We have drilled down them also to 4 simple beliefs. One belief is, I am intelligent. Second belief is, I am strong. Third belief is, I am beautiful. And fourth belief is, I am special. Intelligent, strong, beautiful, special. These 4 beliefs, when are hit by a trigger, we explode. This is in the external world. Now let us see what happens internally. Go back to your childhood, go back to your 10th, 11th, 12th classes. You are in your 12th class, sitting in your chemistry class. The girl sitting in front of you turns around, smiles at you, you smile back, and lo behold, that is the moment the teacher enters the class. He simply homes on to you, pulls your ears, and takes you out of the class and tells you, you will not enter this class for next 1 month. You are full of shame, defeat, guilt, embarrassment, and such number of emotions. We will not go beyond what happened in this class and after the class and what happened with the teacher, but let us again analyze the ABC of this. The A here is nothing external, it is your internal thought. The B here is the same set of beliefs. The C is the same set of anger. Nothing has changed. External triggers or internal triggers. Every trigger goes and hits the belief, the 4 beliefs. I am intelligent, I am strong, I am beautiful, and I am special. All 4 get hit by a trigger which is either an external event or an internal thought. So, in meditation, we put a pre-trigger to this. The mechanics is absolutely simple. Internally, we've understood how it works. Let us put a pre-trigger to these external and internal triggers, and that will ensure that the potency of the trigger is reduced to such an extent that it does not explode into a bomb. Okay, how do we do that? Very simple. It is a very simple meditation technique. Every day, say for 5 minutes, you do this, and then you can continue with your life. Anger will not enter. So what do? Again, rub your hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Of the right hand, press this center with this finger. Center out here with this finger. And this finger straight up. On this hand, create a gap and fit these in. This finger to press out here. Press the center. And what we do from inside, the thumb of this hand, we press this center. So if I disengage this hand, it is this pressing. This pressing. And what happens on this hand? It is this pressing. So if I say 1, 2, 3, we are pressing both the centers of both the palms and the back of the hand. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So keep your hands in your lap, and now just close your eyes. Take a deep breath in, release all the tensions of your life. Unplug, move away. You are inside. You are inside that beautiful garden which is inside of you. Okay. Imagine that very small copper balls are moving up from your lower body and going into your heart. Very small copper balls. You've seen the soft drink, you've seen Pepsi, you've seen soda, how the fizz moves up. Similarly, imagine in your entire body from below, copper balls are moving up and entering your heart. And in your heart, you say Sat, truth. And when you say Sat, you press your thumbs. Sat. You press the 3 points and say Sat. Just do this. Just. The 4 things: Prem, Vishwas, Shraddha, Samarpan. So press Sat. And the moment you press, magic happens. All these copper balls, they convert into silver balls. And they start rising up to your throat. And the moment they reach your throat, you press once again and say Chit, consciousness. Sat, Chit, Sat, Chit. 1, 2, 1, 2. Sat, Chit, Sat, Chit. And the moment you say Chit, these small copper balls, they get converted into diamonds. And those diamonds, they move up and start studying your skull from inside. And what you say? You say Anand. Supreme bliss fills your heart. Sat, Chit, Anand. Copper ball, silver ball, diamond. And at each you press. Sat, Chit, Anand. Copper ball, silver ball, diamond. Sat, Chit, Anand. Copper ball, silver ball, diamond. And when you say diamond, your entire head from inside is now studded with small sparkling diamonds. The light from the center of your eyebrows, when the Pran Shakti enters, it hits one diamond and it gives the most brilliant light in your head. Your head gets filled with that light. And it is Anand, it is bliss, it is supreme bliss that your head is full of. In this supreme bliss, the black smoke of anger has no place. In this supreme bliss, you are intelligent. You are intelligent enough to ignore the small barbs. You are intelligent enough. When someone says, "Hey idiot," you say, "Yes sir, you have found the correct description of me." You are intelligent enough. You are absolutely intelligent, and that is why you are experiencing this bliss. You are the strongest person. You have avoided everything which is a temptation to you. Your strength is against those temptations. You are the strongest person. No one can take away your resolve, the strength of your resolve. You are the strongest person. And third, you are the most beautiful person. In this Anand, you radiate beauty. Nothing is imperfect in you. You are the most beautiful person. And you are special. Why you are special? Because God is showering blessings on you with His 1,000 arms, 1,000 hands, and you have only 2 to collect the blessings. You are such a special person. You are such a special person. Sat, Chit, Anand, copper ball, silver ball, diamond. And you fill yourself. And when you fill yourself with this kind of energy, you yourself will identify what a trivial thing was it when I got angry. I need not get angry in my life. Anger is only for life-threatening activities, and there is no threat to my life at this moment. Sat, Chit, Anand, truth, consciousness, bliss, copper ball, silver ball, diamonds. Copper ball, silver ball, diamonds. Sat, Chit, Anand, Sat, Chit, Anand, truth, consciousness, bliss. Keep on pressing these 3 points and keep on saying Sat, Chit, Anand. And with each, imagine the copper balls entering your heart, the silver balls entering your throat, and the diamond entering your entire skull. Entire brain is studded with diamonds. Now open your eyes very slowly and disengage the hands. Rub them very softly, and in this mudra, keep it on your thighs or on your knees, whichever is comfortable. Do this activity every day, early morning. This is your preventive maintenance. You will never ever feel the anger rising in you. And when you do it tomorrow, tell yourself how beautiful was yesterday. Last 24 hours, I did not get angry because I am intelligent, I am strong, I am beautiful, and I am special. So I am not a person who can be induced to get angry because there is no situation which is life-threatening for me. This is the preventive maintenance, and the life of this preventive maintenance is only 24 hours. After 24 hours, you got to renew it. So in one day, if you say, I've heard this video and I've done it, you've only done the Shravan part of it. The next part is Manan. You only heard. Now you got to internally realize this. And that realization will happen with Nididhasan, that is daily practice. So practice this daily. 5, 6, 7 days, you will feel that you are a walking tower of bliss. You are a walking, shining light of bliss. Anger cannot come near you. But in case anger do creep in, defenses get impregnated, they get breached also. For that, we will do a session, I think, tomorrow. Today we have reached our 30 minutes limit. We will do a session tomorrow where we will pick up from where we left today. How the copper balls get converted